Hi guys. So last night I sat down and I watched Pet Semetery Bloodlines. This is the prequel to the Pet Semetery remake, which I have. It's a Paramount Plus original that came out back in October, and I've been avoiding it because I've heard really bad things. But the Pet Cemetery is one of my favorite stories by Stephen King. I love the movie from 1989, and I really like the remake. I didn't watch Pet Cemetery 2 because I heard multiple bad things, but who knows? Maybe I'll give it a shot one day. But anyway, so yeah, when this was announced, I was moderately excited, but and I knew it was going to be on Paramount Plus, and when it came out, I was reading the reviews, and so many people were shitting all over it. I was like, oh, this isn't going to be any good. But last night I was like, whatever. I'll just give it a try. Let's see how it is. And yeah, I don't really need to explain the plot. It's young Judd, pretty much. Yeah, this movie was a lifeless prequel. I wasn't into this one. This was just a completely pointless and lifeless prequel. The biggest positives I could say about the film. The film was shot, I thought, pretty nice, and the performances from everybody I thought were pretty good. I thought the performances were all pretty good. But other than that, I honestly don't have a lot to say about this movie. There's not a lot going on in it. The climax is kind of boring and not very interesting, and I like what the movie had to offer, and I liked the idea behind it, but it was just so lackluster, and they told it in such a uninteresting way that I didn't give a fuck. Like I didn't care, like, at all. I just didn't care. I really do not have a lot to say about this movie. It's probably my least favorite film of this year. There are a couple of films that I know that I've heard bad things about that came out this year that I've been avoiding that are probably worse than this, but I'm gonna watch those eventually. But yeah, as of right now, this is my least favorite, and I don't really have a lot to say about this movie. It was just really disappointing and just a very pointless prequel, and I just didn't see a point behind it. It's just it felt like a it just felt like a rushed, sloppy, lazy prequel that luckily I didn't have to pay money to see it in a theater. Because if this film was playing in theaters and if I knew it was going to be the quality that it was, I probably would have just waited for it to go onto video either way. But, luckily it was just on Paramount Plus, so I could just watch it at home. But anyway, there's not much to say about this movie. It just feels like it's kind of lifeless and empty and pretty forgettable, or not pretty forgettable, really forgettable. So, yeah, this is, as of right now, my least favorite horror film of this year. That's probably gonna change because there's other horror films that I gotta watch this year, like the Children of the Corn remake, which is probably gonna be terrible. But anyway, that's my review of Pet Cemetery Bloodlines. If you've seen the film, then let me know what you think about it. Um, and subscribe to me if you want to see more horror and thriller reviews.